One. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Vibez Radio. DJ LA is in the building. Listen, we got a special guest in the building. Skema boy is in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling?
What's good, bro? Pleasure to be here.
Yo, listen, man. He's all the way from the West Coast, man. I told you we was going to turn up, man. Listen, today is Vibez Summer Jam. I'm telling y'all, we still got tickets left. Pull up, man. Today from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at City Life Church, 3301 South 20th Street. Pull up, man. I'm telling y'all, this event is about to be crazy, man. My man next to me is about to go off, man. I can't wait to see your set, man. Listen, I've been like practicing, just playing. I'm like, I'm hyped, man. What are you looking forward to most today?
I'm just excited to see the ministry that's going to be happening tonight. I mean, obviously, I'm hyped to perform, but I'm just excited to see how God's going to move, you know. Both, hopefully, I can bring something to the table, but even like the other local artists, I'm just hyped to see how God's going to move.
Yeah, look at him so humble. I hope I can bring something to the table. Man, you know you about to go. Listen, seriously, man, it's been a blessing to have him here, man. Again, welcome to Philadelphia, man, to the area. Listen, we're going to turn up to do this thing. Listen, man, we're going to play some live music. We're going to kick it off with some Skema Boy music. And listen, man, we're going to go ahead and just interview him and get to know who he is as an artist, man. Listen, this is Vibez Radio with DJ LA. Let's go. You're now listening to Vibez Radio with DJ LA.
It's not a vibe, it's Christ.
I'm sure rocking with the DJ that he Let's go, Vibez Radio in the building. The homie Skema boy in the building, let's go. You're now listening to Vibez Radio with DJ LA. Let's vibe, let's vibe. You're rocking with the DJ that he
Pull up with the fire, I feel like a lighter. I know we got a plan, I'm putting on Jeremiah. Building an empire, walking with the Messiah. Jesus coming back. You better go move quickly. Take over your city, screaming out moving. I got king for the book of your time, he's so big. He rapping just like King, he living like Moody. I got king for the coach of the one who really saved me. And after everything I did, I knew that he forgave me. Why I don't talk to the devil, I know he gon' try to play me. Spend my whole life round boy, whole life round boy, whole life round boy, till what, hey. You ain't no paramedic, feel the weight of my foot like it's calisthenics. And the gospel gonna spread like an epidemic. Jesus paid on my debt, I got God credit. What I'm about time, right? But me the hoe, blowing too cold, yeah, cold like this soul. The devil got popped, I put him up in the coma. They said, who saved you, boy? I thought I told you. I got king for the culture, the one who really saved me. And after everything I did, I knew that he forgave me. Why I don't talk to the devil, I know he gon' try to play me. Spend my whole life round boy, whole life round boy, whole life. I've been on my grind, it's a lift off.
Let's go. Vibez Radio in the building. You're now listening to Vibez Radio with DJ LA.
I've been on grind, it's a lift off. All the last time, in a wristwatch. Running after Jesus, I never been on. They gon' know this song. I put in a straight like everything. I've been put up, Bible in my backpack, I don't need a beat. Homie, if they ask, tell them I'm a Jesus freak. I've been in the booth, Holy Spirit in the booth. We been moving big rocks like he came out of the tooth. He's a shepherd of the flock, and he's looking for you. Got the fruits of the spirit, boy, so it's so good. It's a lift off. All the last time, homie, in a wristwatch. Running after Jesus, got the devil pissed off. So them they gon' know this song like it's up on TikTok. I've been on my grind, it's a lift off. All the last time, homie, in a wristwatch. Running after Jesus, got the devil pissed off. So them they gon' know this song like it's up on TikTok. Boy, you talk like that, spiritual money. Say what I need, practice what I teach. Get the riches on heaven, so my pockets looking deep. I thought I was blind, but homie, now I see. Okay, I'm looking at the Christ. Christ, let me buy it, give it all to the Lamb. The Lamb wait on fire, boy, we coming out on top. Gospel on the block, demon on the block, get it lighter like a shot. It's a lift off. All the last time, homie, in a wristwatch. Running after Jesus, got the devil pissed off. told them they gon' let it talk, get stuck on TikTok. I've been on my grind, yeah, it's a lift talk. All the last time, money in a wristwatch. Running out the cheese, yeah, it's talk. Told them they gon' let it talk, get it talk, get it talk. Yeah,
Listen, we not playing today. Christ 5 Summer Jam. I need y'all to pull up. We still got the tickets on the grip right now. Let's go.
Boy, I turn my face and nobody better. That is a course, so I don't got a better. Riches ahead and I don't need to cheddar. Carry the weight, one light is a better. Do it together, I got nothing to lose. I get on the truth and I talk to the spirit. When I'm in the fight, my hands when I rush. I get the spirit inside of me. Enemy talking, they trying to learn me. I read the books and trying to realize he hasn't trying to reckon me. I got the riches ahead and boy, I won the lottery. I don't need the money, I check for the dollar tree. Nobody better than that. I'm a dollar, just ready for you. I'm running the game, I got one of my shoes and I'm out of my God and it's nothing my food. Carry a weapon, my Bible, I'm doing a sound like a record. I'm preaching the truth. Counting my blessings, they coming in twos. And when they're discussing, I'm looking at you. Not counting the views, I'm preaching the gospel. I'm taking the news. You know that I'm in, so I see a demon, I'm moving and running. I'm getting in the studio, making a dance. I was created and none of this wins. I'm not with a weapon, I'm blowing the game. I can't survive it, it's all in the family. Getting the beat in the spirit and dancing. That's what's in life. Well, I cried in my faith, there ain't nobody better. That is the cross, so I don't got a debtor. Riches ahead, and I don't need to cheddar. Carry the weight, one life is a better. Do it for God, I got nothing to lose. All about Jesus, I gave him the truth, and I talk to the spirit. When I'm in the pool, I cried in my faith, there ain't nobody better. That is the cross, so I don't got a debtor. Riches ahead, and I don't need to cheddar. Carry the weight, one life is a better. Do it for God, I got nothing to lose. All about Jesus, I gave him the truth, and I talk to the spirit. When I'm in the palace, when I'm in the palace, when I'm in the yeah, yeah, where you at? I was in the studio, I'm cooking up these tracks. I told him about Jesus and know when he's coming back. They said Christian Rap is hard, having what is Christian Rap. My power like a stick, yeah, I'm still playing tricks. I break the flame like I went and hit the big. I told him I got big fights, demons up a pig fight. That was a gift, boy, I told you that he did it. I don't need designer, God, they better designer. Wait, that give me my white plate. She the only rider, go look at the price. God is not your father, boy, I'm keeping me high on
right, y'all, man. Listen, welcome to Christ Rap Radio. Listen, one of the dopest Christian radio stations right now. Listen, man, we have a very special guest in the building. We got Skema Boy live from the West Coast. Listen, man, we want to talk and just get to know you. What's happening, bro? What's going on?
It's good, bro. Pleasure to be here. Excited to be here. First time in Philly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So far, how you like Philly so far, man?
I'm rocking with it. I mean, I haven't seen the city yet. We're gonna do that later, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But no, otherwise, you guys are super hospitable. People here seem really great, and I just miss the trees. I grew up on the East Coast, and I miss the trees.
Yeah. So, can you let the people know, how did you even get into Christian rap? Like, how did you get to the point where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, I got into rap first, right? Like, I got into music, and I think the only reason why I became Christian rap is because I became a Christian.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've always had a love for hip hop, and I've always had a love for music, and I've been making music. I think I'm on like year 10 of making music or trying to like push myself out there. So it's been, I've been in it for the long game, and I mean, for a long time I wasn't honoring the Lord with my music, but the moment I did, that's when a lot of things changed for me.
See, wait, you can ask the next question. We have a lot of questions.
Thank you. So, what would you say was, or if you remember, like the point where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this like full force and like just like, give it my all.
Yeah. It was right after, like actually right in the middle of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out in terms. I was making a lot of like in between music, like you'd be asking like, is it Christian? I'm not sure.
It was kind of lukewarm.
Yeah. It was like lukewarm. Or like I was talking about like Christian themes, but not attributing things to the Lord.
Right.
But no, during COVID, I was working at Domino's doing pizza delivery, and I remember I came home from one of my Domino's shifts, and I just felt so low. Like at that point, I was, like you said, I was living a pretty lukewarm lifestyle, and I remember going into my bedroom, and it was like 3 a.m. I was getting ready to record, and I just knew that God was asking me to surrender music, and in that moment, I just decided I know I was gonna work on a secular song that I was working on at the time, and I decided to delete that file and then just do record like a little worship track. And so that night, I just like stayed up, recorded a little worship track. That ended up, I threw that on TikTok that night and just went to bed. And I threw it on TikTok as like a declaration of faith, not just to other people, but for myself, right? Like I wasn't ashamed of my faith. I wanted to put it out there. And the next morning, that thing is at like 2 million views or whatever. And so it just showed me like the moment I said yes, right, to surrender my music, God would take it. And that ended up being, I have a song called ABC on my Spotify, and that was that worship song.
Wow, that's crazy. I know we've been talking, man, and just hearing your story, like even about, I'm not gonna put out there how he makes his music, but it's funny some of the stories he gave, because like we were talking at the restaurant.
You put it out there.
So this is great art, girl.
Safe space.
So listen, he was telling me about how like I told him, I said, listening to his music and DJing, right? Like you're under this impression like he's in this large studio and it's like he's locked in going in like this. My man told me he's made some of his dopest songs on the couch in his house. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, that's so dope, because again, we make a lot of judgments and we assume a lot of different things, man. And even your testimony about how you shot the Blunt video, man, it was just mind blowing to see that. So one of the questions I want to ask you for Christian artists who are up and coming, who they have been called to do this, like, what do you say to those artists who are trying to get into this realm? Like, how do they stay grounded in what they're doing?
Yeah. That's a good question. I think first and foremost, like you said, like you have to be grounded in your faith. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing. And you have to be, honestly, me surrendering my music to the Lord was also me saying, hey, if you don't want me to do music, if you want me somewhere else, I'm ready to give it up. So I think viewing it as a means of serving, right? and God can call you out of it. But I think also, like, to upcoming Christian artists, like, you have to be grounded in your faith, but you also have to put in the work. You know, you can't just like expect that God's gonna just take off a song for you, you know, or like it's you might have a calling, you might have a purpose, but that doesn't mean you have to put in the you don't have to put in the work to to live it out, right? So I think
I need to hear that. Say it again.
But that, like you said, like my biggest songs have been recorded literally me sitting on my couch in my living room with just one microphone, literally like this, and
living a dream.
And not even. So I mean, it also means, like, it's also about. So many people think they need to have to spend thousands of dollars on equipment. Like my studio setup that I recorded like wristwatch on, lip on, like all my biggest songs, it's probably like a $300-$400 studio setup. I don't even have monitors. It was just headphones. Like,
y'all, he giving y'all some games. So I hope y'all listening, man. Because I was listening. I was looking y'all up. Like, what you doing? No, that's crazy. T, my accent, but
I'm not. That was just really good. I would say, what is a goal of yours? You know, now you're making music, you seem to be in your purpose, and even helping bring others to the faith. So it's like, do you have any other like big goals or anything you're looking forward to?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, I think I always have the goal of reaching more people. I just think that comes naturally with wanting to share my music. But I've recently realized, like, I've had so many people come up to me and say, yo, I really like this song, or I really love you on this song, right? Or that's my jam, and that's cool. But I think what I really love is when people come up to me and say, like, hey, I felt closer to Jesus because you said this in my song, or I feel like my faith grew stronger because of something that you said or something that you did. Because ultimately, I don't necessarily just want to be the face of, like, people just recognize me or something like that, but I want there to be testimony to what I'm doing, to knowing that God is using me, and there's a much bigger purpose than the streams or whatever it is.
Right. I don't know what other questions I want to ask you.
I know.
It's been off fire. Did you write your speech before you?
Yeah.
I brag, getting up.
You got any other questions?
I did, but I'm trying. It almost left me. Give me a couple seconds.
Everybody's in the studio hungry, y'all. Like, let's keep this down.
No, you ain't had to call us out though.
Yeah.
All right. No, but I would say, like, how do you balance? Because some people might look at like Christian hip hop artists, and it's like, oh, they might be half foot in, half foot out, but it's like, how do you navigate I guess, like, others not putting respect on your name in simpler terms, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we are Christian artists, but it's like we also use hip-hop or R&B, and some people are like, nah, you shouldn't do that. So, like, how do you navigate those people who are like, Christian rap, like, nah, like, pick a side. Like, you gonna be all holy, or you gonna be listening to hip hop?
The Pharisees.
I just think, like, I would say, like, one of my biggest goals as a Christian artist is to help people replace music on their playlists that's might be toxic, right? Like secular music. But me saying that, I have a responsibility to make music that's good enough to be worth replacing. You know what I mean? So, like, when you say, like, people that might be against Christian rap, not even against Christian rap, but just think it's not it, like,
it's true.
They think that for a reason, right? Like, meaning, like, there's a lot of bad music out there, not just in Christian rap, but I'm just saying, like, in general, right? And for a long time, I think we weren't holding our own in terms of like having a standard of excellence for ourselves.
Right.
And so like, I don't know. I want to, like we're competing with the world, and the only way we can compete with the world is if we're making, if we have a standard for our gifts, right? Like our God is a great God. Our God is an excellent God, and He didn't give us these gifts to just be mediocre at it, right? So I'm just saying, like, I think anybody that, like, yeah, we have a responsibility as artists to make tracks that are gonna speak for themselves. Like there's people that are always gonna have their own opinions, but at the end of the day, like I think if you're making good music, it's good music, and people are gonna bump it. Because there's so many songs, right, that have been platinum, right, over the years that people don't even know are Christian songs, right? The Tony Mac, what's it? Aaron Cole one? No, oh man,
It'll come back soon.
man, dude, Millionaire, is that his name? Millionaire, yeah. Millionaire, Toby Mac, right?
They got a song?
Right? It's bro, come on.
I don't know.
He said, bro, somebody.
I'm like, dang, all our phones is off. Dang, Google, wait, hold up, Siri.
Well, listen, if y'all watching and y'all know this song, because honestly, I did not know Toby Mac did a song with Chameleon.
Maybe I'm just wrong.
Because I know it's one where Aaron Cole is like, "Don't worry."
Somebody Google it right quick and put it in the comments.
Can we get a Scooby-Boo? A Scooby-Boo.
Technology.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Look at this song, right?
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of like Grits. I like, you like, ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of the song. I can't think of the song in my head.
Wait. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
So, be back. Did you do a song with...
You did it. I don't think you did.
But one of the last things I wanted to ask you, or if you don't mind sharing, man, you really... I mean, you blessed me in a lot of ways just in our conversation, but when you talked about, like, when you... like, the certain shows you like to do, you mind sharing that before you... do you mind sharing that?
Yeah.
And, like, before you share, like, I really liked your heart behind, like, you're not caught up in the numbers of how many people are there, but I kind of let you share your testimony because I believe people need to hear that. Like, and me and T, we talk about this sometimes too, and I tell her when her recently joined my team, like, listen, don't get caught up in what it looks like right now. Because, you know what I mean? It's going to grow one day, right? And it's not even like, oh, if we get 1,000 people, we made it. But no, it's like the people who we have here, we're impacting them. You know what I mean? And just us working together, man, it's been awesome because we believe God is going to move through this, right? And it's about, like, the ministry. But if you could just share, like, man, your testimony and how you feel about, like, doing shows.
Yeah. In regards to shows, I don't know how... the testimony is going to go on for a minute, so let me just speak to the shows. Yeah, I mean, I've had an opportunity to do some pretty big shows, and it's been a huge blessing. But honestly, my favorite shows are the smaller ones because I find that I actually have a chance to, like, speak to the people in the room and hang out with people after and pray for people and just, like... I don't know. It's less like lights and less glamour and less like. It feels like people are there for the Lord and to witness the Lord rather than being there for me, and that's my favorite thing. It's just like I love the smaller shows because I gotta connect with people and build those relationships. Yeah, it's like some of the bigger shows you're just up there for your set and then it's like you gotta get off. That's it. Next artist, and it's just like I don't know. I can't really share why I'm doing what I'm doing if it's in that kind of a setting,
No, so thank you for sharing that, man, because I want people's heart to stay right in this and understand, like, listen, whatever show, if it's 5 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people, man, you're supposed to do it for God anyway. You know what I mean? I heard this said, like, multiple times recently for the audience of one. And that really stood out to me because we're doing it for Christ, so this is what it's about, man. I guess the last thing, man, what are you looking forward to most today? Anything else? Or, like, what can the people expect from you when they see you minister today at Christ Vibez Summer Jam?
We're gonna turn up. We're gonna worship together. Honestly, every show I just come open arms, like to see what the Holy Spirit's gonna do. You never know what's gonna happen at a show. You know, who's gonna give their life, who's gonna be there. So we'll see.
All right, man. Listen, y'all need to get y'all tickets. We still got tickets left for Christ Vibez Summer Jam. I didn't get a chance to tell you. Right after I left, man, tickets was going on crazy last night. So I guess more people gonna probably buy tickets at the door. But I appreciate everybody who's bought a ticket thus far and who's gonna come. T, what are you looking forward to most today at Christ Vibez Summer Jam?
Honestly, shout out to DJ LA for getting these shirts. Okay, you see it? Y'all see it?
Yo, Christ Vibez Summer Jam, man. I got shout out my homie Miguel, man. Shout out Miguel. Philly Fantasy. He makes all of the merch, so man, all the Christ Vibez stuff he's been making, man, he's been dope. But what are you looking forward to, though?
Yeah, really just seeing all the artists, and I love just seeing people in their craft and just having fun. Don't worry about messing up or what people are going to say. I just love seeing artists out there doing their thing. So I'm just so grateful to be able to see everybody, and just worship the Lord together.
Yeah. Or what's up with next summer? Are you on next summer when we go?
Hey, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Listen, y'all, I've been trying to push this. Every time I'm here, I'm like, what's up with the music? What's up with the music?
I actually started writing again.
Okay.
And it's interesting because once you stop doing something, it's like, oh man, I gotta get back and swing of things. But it's great. It's great, and I appreciate you for encouraging me to get back into it. So.
I was calling her harassing. Like, yo, we doing this music, but I'll take her encouragement. Now, seriously, man, she's a dope artist as well. So, and I feel like as believers, you have to keep encouraging each other, right? Like, it's not just about you, right? It's about helping other people to get where God has purposed them to. So, listen, man, this is Christ Vibez Radio with DJ LA. We got T, we got Skema Boy in the building. Man, listen, we actually gonna play a new song by the homie Miles Big. Skema Boy knows him well. It's called God Problem. This song is fire. It's actually with Maverick City. This show goes crazy. My son plays this non-stop. So, listen, we're going to go ahead and play this song. Brand new music from Miles Minute, God Problems. Let's go, Maverick City. Let's go. I'm my power. Holy Spirit, higher spirit with me. Sing on the board, I come through. So I go through, I go through. Swing on top of that, it come through. We cry to the evergreen. It's a leaf, starting to hit me. Don't from my energy. The one that I can't believe. Lean on it on me. Jesus Christ, it'll wait on me. I don't hit it. You should be. You was never a great thing. Come back, I don't understand me. Exactly, I don't understand me. Take it to the heaven, say it. You can feel it, bring it out of me. I'm my power. Holy Spirit, higher spirit with me. You don't be one to fix the issue. You ain't like a click, it's on the street. They take the make over the song, I'm the store. It's you. Tell back, I want to keep on the issue. You make this song, and this song, it's you. Click for some, it's terrible, it's you. Like Mary's with it's you. Do a bit like up to mercy. No, God, like up to mercy. Burn that, but some suicide. I'm gonna take with some that's your shit. Second back, girl, you go up and make it real. And make it she'll never be the same, I'll start. Straight up in this name. Holy Spirit, higher spirit with me. I'm my power. Holy Spirit, higher spirit with me. Spirit with me. was brand new music from Miles Minute, Got Problems with Maverick City, man. Shout out to the connection. Listen, my homie Skema said he trying to get on Vibez City too. Look, come on, boy, you on. Listen, you got that joint lit. Listen, we're going to go ahead and turn up for the last 15 minutes again. This is Christ Rap Radio. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, mobbing with the tribe. Don't do the fake when it's on the line. I live in water up the zone. I've been purified. You don't never get me on my keep alive. Whoa, I don't do the fake, I don't do the lie. Whoa, I don't do the lie. When I call you on here, for the soul, I don't fear. On that struggle, stuff, keeps me up with the whole thing. I just showed you. Going back, living this attack. Trying to blame me, I'm smoking like a pack. Like a rap. You know, speed up, run for the toe, be right with that to the mouth, aim for the toe, leave like I'm not saying I came on you mid. I said, and I'm moving without holding back. Mobbing with the tribe. Don't do the fake when it's on the line. I live in water up the zone. I've been purified. Don't never get me on my keep alive. Oh, I don't do the fake, I don't do the lie. Oh, I don't do the lie. Had it cut off, never cold, ain't falling. We chose and we going. I didn't know let's get to the cold. I want me, no fun for the keep on confidence. I don't need it to me, I don't pay, don't have to pay, I just don't have to pay. The team, lie like a sleep. Smoke the feed, shine with the team. And stuff, crazy fame. Shit, God, God's to the same. Yeah, mother, we can try.
You're now listening to Christ Rap Radio. We in the building. Let's go.
You're rocking with the DJ that keeps.
I'll be on my way, yeah. Gotta live my valet, man. They ain't free to time, body, yeah. Gonna go live my day, yeah. I'm gonna hate my day, yeah. So I'm gonna see you, race, bye. I'm gonna see you, race, go, I gotta leave, you wanna leave, they counting on me. Don't be blessed that I receive, say them cold, so I gotta freeze. Look at my collar, I got feet on my titties, up on my job like I broke my knees. Struggling, I pray on my knees, yeah, hey, oh,
Got 9 minutes on the rock on them. Like a summer day every day. I'm free.
They know how to get from A to B with visions in my head. I remember being serious, not certain people said they want to be with the recipe, but they still want the bread. Concentrating on on town, and we keep it short. That's a moment full up for me, and I had a little girl from the Christian Rap Freestyles. Baby, keep it weird, girl, I heard it in my sister ass for something telling old man. On the side, on the main line, said I'm here, say you weird. I didn't try, you blessed me with this girl. You've been lying to me, I thought I couldn't lie. I've been through the center for you, sacrifice for me. I give you the song, I got it done for real. I'm every super song, I would keep on even thinking till I'm in a super song. I said, if I get it, one of me, I play it. I'm throwing, I'm throwing, I'm throwing. I ain't been up on that block for a minute. I ain't sit up on no block for a minute. My game, about a minute. Game, shake. I ain't been up on that block for a minute. I ain't sit up on no block for a minute. Holy Spirit, water, dripping, Jesus. Holy Spirit, water, Holy Spirit, live it. I ain't been up on that for a minute. I ain't been up on that sand for a minute. Holy Spirit, water, dripping, Jesus. Holy Spirit, water, Holy Spirit, live it. I ain't been up on that shotty but a minute. I ain't been up on that left but a minute. I've been prayed a lot, I got the spirit in it. I know what's my God. I was living out for me and then my Jesus set me free. Now I'm watching it coming in freedom with his victory. I can't never back down for a minute. Saying try to talk Jesus. I ain't been up on that guap but a minute. I ain't sip up on that walk but a minute. I ain't been up on that scene but a minute. I ain't living for my Jesus but a minute. I ain't been up on that guap but a minute. I ain't sip up on the walk but a minute. Holy Spirit, water, dripping, Jesus. Holy Spirit, water, Holy Spirit, live it. I ain't been up on that but a minute. I ain't been up on that scene but a minute. Holy Spirit, water, dripping, Jesus. Holy Spirit, water, Holy Spirit, live it. I ain't been up on that walk but a minute. I ain't sip up on that, live up on that. Yeah. Yeah, hey, gotta take some change with a gang in here. Do it on me, demons can't hang in here. On the shame living, Jesus, man in here. Shit, you got that punishment, I'm crazy in here. Gotta take some change with a gang in here. Spirit on me, demons can't hang in here. On the shame living, Jesus, man in here. Shit, you got that punishment, I'm crazy in here. Snatch his chains, if we see him, we gon' play in here. That shit is how they get, but they don't take it there. Jesus told me, watch me gon' bring it here. Since he's sick on that hammer, get it on in here. Man, this shit, she was bound by that Jezebel. Little ready with this trick, woman at the well. Trying to rub the center off to get it though. She ain't bring that bag, but she brought me back a song. I was just like a little person, I had a double bag. See my case, share our heart, bring a double tab. You know, you know, keep making sure you grab. If you ain't up that power, then you still rap. Everything that I said, this my living though. One turn the game, everyone turn the glow. And I show they keep it liberated, get saved. Taking all the devil so we could have prison break. Change what gang in here. Spirit only demons can't hang in here. Trying to show religious name in here. Keep you like that, keep you like that.
All right, y'all. We gotta end the show. But before we end the show, listen, I was like, dang, I didn't give my man an opportunity to shout out the socials, what music he got coming up. So if you want to shout out, man, just like, what you got coming up and stuff like that, man, it's your time.
Yeah, socials, Skema.boy, everywhere. Y'all can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms. Yeah, I got so much music on the way. So much music I'm sitting on. I'm going to be dropping a couple singles back to back and then albums next. So, yeah, that's hopefully happening all this year.
All right, any other shows you got coming up after today?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Texas in, I don't know, like 3 weeks or something like that. I'll be in Miami after that. So, I'll be posting about it. Just stay tapped into my Instagram, and yeah, but we in Philly tonight.
Yes, sir. Listen, make sure you get your tickets for Christ Vibez Summer Jam. Listen, if you said you wasn't coming, I hope you coming now. So get your butt up out the bed and pull up, man. Listen, we're at City Life Church, 3301 South 20th Street. This is our first time doing an event in Philadelphia, man. So we got to set the city on fire for Jesus. Man, pull up 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., man. Don't miss out. We got some dope artists. We got some great food, man. Deal with a chef. I tell y'all, this menu is crazy. This menu is crazy. So listen, I need y'all to pull up and have a good time, man. Listen, it's Christ Vibez Radio and DJ. Like, we're going to end this song right here. You're now listening to Christ Vibez Radio with DJ LA.
It's not a vibe with Christ singing in it.
You're rocking with the DJ that keeps the hits coming.